Speak, Nova, speak. Good boy. Alright, good evening. I don't see why this is not sold yet. It's a 2x12. It's staged. It was built by Fat Boy. You're getting a good deal on it. Wanting $2,000 of best offer. And it ain't gonna come down much from that. But it's a little bit of a negotiation in between that. But it ain't much. If you go knocking it down $100, I don't think so, but let's say it could be in between 19 and 2,000. I shouldn't even do that, being that it is what it is. At say 6 months ago, when these transistors was available, they was $200 a piece, but I'm pretty sure these wasn't $200 a piece when these was put in. I never understood how they can drive prices up on transistors like they did. They can buy them for hell, probably $20, $30, and then steadily go up on the price of them as time goes by, because they're not available and they're the only company with them. It's a monopoly on that. It's like power companies. If you don't like their power, you pretty much screwed because they're the only ones that supply power to your area. So you either gotta have them or nothing. But I can't believe this box is not sold. I've had one offer on it, and then he backed out. But there's nothing wrong with this amp. Everything works perfect. I actually added lights in it. I think they're blue, if I ain't mistaken. I'll hook it up here in a minute and see. The way the connector's on here, I don't have a connector for these. You could change these when you get them to suit your needs. If it was me, I would use I'd use something like these twist locks. That's what I'd use. Now they make a better brand than this, but this is a little cheaper ones. You can use from a number 4 up to a 1/0. And this is a 3/0 here, so you're going to need a bigger one than this for that. But that's a 3/0 wire on here and about a 2/0 there, a 1/0 there for ground. I think that's a 1/0, but that's a 3/0 for the hot. Nothing whatsoever wrong with this amp. Runs perfect. It is staged. It's 2-pill, which is here. It's either just a 2-pill, or that would be in that order. That would be just a 2-pill on. Then you turn it on as 2x12. I either turn this off and you just got just straight 12, so you get about 700-800 watts out of it. Then just driving with a radio, say a Kerber 29, I wouldn't drive this thing with no more than like a single final Galaxy or something other like that. But for $2,000, I don't think you're going to be able to do any better than this for this kind of power. It's a great running box. Nothing wrong with it, nothing whatsoever. It runs perfect. I've done a video on it. It's down below of how it was running. I could hook it up now, but like I said, I only got them rinky-dink clamps that clamp over there, so it don't really get the power that it needs. So yeah, you can look back in the video and tell whether these lights, I ain't even gonna hook it up. But it's nothing wrong with this amp whatsoever. I don't see why it hadn't sold. This is a Fat Boy built amp. I'll say it again. It's got good power wire in it. I wouldn't actually do it like that. I'd put some number 8s or number 4s. I'd probably put 4 number 4s and 6 number 8s out of it. But it is what it is. This will hold it. That's a 3/0 wire. This will hold it. It's going to take about 250 amps to pull this. It actually supposed to 210 amps should pull it, but I'd go over that to 250. It's got good fans in it. Nothing's wrong with it. I just don't see why it hadn't sold. This is not mine. I'm selling it for a fella that don't have the ability to run this. He could buy a power supply and run it in the house if he wanted to. He could put it in his truck if he wanted to add a few more extra batteries. But I don't think he has any desire to do that. He's wanting around 1,000 watts or so, and I think that's what he's already got. But if I ain't mistaken. But it's a good deal for somebody. Real good deal. So if y'all looking for a 2x12, it is staged like I said. But if it was me, I'd run a Cobra 29 into it and put it in a 2x12 and leave it, and leave it at that. It does have a remote plug on the back of it. You can turn it on remotely. I could build you a remote for it. I don't have the case. I'd have to order the case to put the remote in. I don't even think I have any wire. I'd have to order the wire too. I don't have any of that. I've used everything that I had. But I could build you a remote for it. I don't see why it hadn't sold. It's a good amp. It's got Toshibas in it. Every one of them's matching. All of them's red dot Toshibas. All of them's 1F. They've never been changed. It's very little run time on this thing. I just don't see how it hadn't been sold already. But, okay. This is where we stand with this. And I'm going to let it go. I'm going to put the video back out there. As far as the amps I've already sold, I've sold the 2-pill C-Box. The other 2-pill, he is coming and picking it up. As far as the this one here, he's coming to pick it up. The one before, I've had about 5 people wanting to buy it, and the little Dave May box with no fan on it, it's $375 for it. The 2-pill 1446 is $300 for it. It don't have a fan also, but so to recap, this is $2,000 or best offer. The 2-pill 1446 is $300 plus the ride. All of these are plus the ride. because that's, you got to pay shipping. And the little Dave made is $375 plus the ride. The one before, which like I said, it hadn't sold yet, but I've had like 7 people ask me about it. It's I'll let it go for $650 plus the ride. So $650 plus the ride for the one before, and they all run really good. So y'all let me know. But this is a nice unit here. If you want big power, here you go. This is capable of about 3,600 watts. So there you go. Alright then, y'all have a good day. It all depends on you now what radio you got driving into it. What if you take this and hook it up to, say, unit in Washington? Of course, you're not going to see a lot out of it because them radios don't really put out a lot. They're not a good driving radio. But if you hook it up to a good Kirby 29, or especially a Galaxy single final radio that does about 40 watts PEP, it's going to do really good. So things have a lot to do with what you're actually putting into it. So this don't need a driver. It's already got a driver built in it. Like I said, if it was me, I'd run it in the 2x12 position and leave it at that. Or if I didn't run it in the 2x12 position, I'd turn the 2-pill off, and that would be like a medium gear for it, or low gear. And you could get 700-800 watts out of it like that with just radio drive. But I wouldn't run a separate amp into just a 12-pill, like a 3-pill or 4-pill, definitely not a 4-pill, into it, because something could hit this and knock that on, or anything, and then you done messed up driver and final. And these are Toshibas. It's not any more of these being made. It's people out there that's got some, but you're going to pay the price for them. Last I heard, $200 a pop. So, something you have to be aware of when you're buying something like this, that these are, I mean, I know you can go on eBay and find some on there, but believe me, they're not real. They don't take something that RF Parts bought every one of the ones that was left over. When they quit making them, they bought every one of them. Nobody else out there has them. Nobody. And if you see some of these knockoffs, yeah, they look pretty good. They look like original, but you can knock the paint off these tops and put any screen print, anything you want to on top of it. So, you know, y'all take it at that, what it's worth. But believe me, Toshibas wouldn't be selling for $65 and $70 if they were real. Not when the other company's getting $200 out of it. Believe me. That just don't make no sense. I mean, it'd be like General Motors, a dealership selling for, I know every one of them sells for a different price, but they all have a suggested retail price. And I don't see anybody buying them from RF Parts for $200, or buying some a long time ago and not at least asking, you know, $100 for them. But that's just my way of thinking. Maybe I don't think right. Maybe I'm too Republican to think like that. But alright then. Y'all have a good day. Nice amp here for sale. So all you gotta do is PayPal me the money, My PayPal is the number 3 MADEAMPS @ Bell South, like the opposite of north, south, .net. Alright then, y'all have a good day, and I'm out of here. I'm going into the other shop to get some work on a Denali. So y'all have a good day. Peace be with you. God bless. Have a good day. Hope everything's going well. Later.